Hi guys, I know I've been quiet, but some of you may know that I've faced a long-term battle getting my property back from the tenants, and we finally succeeded on Thursday. The bailiffs evicted the tenants. Unfortunately, the tenants were family, or the tenant was family, and we gained access. And quite frankly, having been through the property, I not only didn't feel like posting on YouTube, but quite frankly, I could have taken a Molotov cocktail to the place. So here it is. The building wasn't perfect when we moved out. There were some issues, but it was recently decorated. So this is what was my front room. There was a media centre there, the TV, home theatre PC, AV amp, and everything were all there. And obviously they're not now, and it's just been ripped out of the chimney breast. That unit there contained shelves that went up to there, and that contained a lot of personal effects. And obviously, because it was family, we weren't worried about that. Shelves are gone, drawers gone, doors gone. There are wires cut all over the place. The heating control system, which was a very early home automation in there, has gone. Sorry, I just heard a noise. The kitchen has been comprehensively trashed. We've painted white emulsion over paint that didn't have a problem. Doors broken, cupboards broken, no door handles. Why we didn't paint that wall, I don't know. That was new for the tenants, and it's trashed. It's been forced open and it's full of water. Obviously the walls are filthy and vile. They've got holes in them. They've been damaged. They dried all their washing and laundry indoors, and rarely opened any windows. So we've got mould everywhere. This room isn't so bad. Into the hallway, that was actually us. We were going to get around to decorating that. We never did, but that was agreed. The subfloor down there had been ripped to pieces. The laminate floor had been ripped up. I'm just about to rebuild that now. Bathroom was immaculate, and as you can see, nothing in here has ever been cleaned. The toilet's actually okay now because it's had a ton of bleach. This was originally blue, and we've painted it with white emulsion. Lots of time spent stewing in the bath with the door closed and not doing anything about ventilation. The ceiling's gone. I'm going to look at the colour of that light shade. The grout is vile, again, has never been dealt with. Bathroom side panel's missing. The floor is rotten. We were never told that the seal around the bath had gone. That side panel is mullered. The taps go sideways. We replaced those and they killed them within about 2 months. Yeah, that's generally the state this place has been left in. I can't stick my head in the cupboard because it smells so strongly of cat waste. The locks have been smashed off of there. We've got a ceiling rose gone. Having had the ICR done recently, it's all going to be redone. This used to be my bedroom. This was a brand new carpet. This is a wall-backed carpet. It cost an arm and a leg. It's full of holes and marks, and we're now going to have to rip this up and dispose of it. Epic mould. You can see where I started cleaning up there. Bed's been pushed up against the wall. There is marks and paint, and this is covered in UV ink. The police want to come and photograph this. There's graffiti everywhere. This door's not got any locks, and it's smashed and covered in spray paint. And then the back wall. Now that crack we knew about, and the council came and surveyed that and said there wasn't a problem. Obviously that one's come through again. That's a painted wall, so that that's fair play. This was dry lined, and then lining papered, and then painted. And apparently the crack came back, which you wouldn't have been able to see under the paper. And then the plaster started falling out. And obviously we've got big chunks of plaster missing, but plaster falling out doesn't normally leave SDSS drill marks in there. This room will need to be completely redecorated. There were shelves up there that have gone. There was a TV mount which I think may have gone. We've lost the curtain pole there. The seal against the window has been removed. I've had to put the radiators back together. That socket has got something deeply wrong with it, which it didn't. I just look at the skirting boards. They were painted. We've got random holes there as well. And come back through and we go into what was my office and was their lodger. We have no carpet, but that was expected. We have overspray all over the place. More spray paint on the doors. We have floorboards missing. Down there. In there. That entire floorboard there had to be replaced. We've got spray paint up there. The doors to these cupboards are missing. Oh, the door to that cupboard is missing as well. We have overspray everywhere. And we have holes drilled in the floor. God knows why. This room's been painted. So apparently this was painted professionally with white emulsion. And that's awful. That crack continues. Obviously we've got the council coming back in to check that. But to be fair, it's no worse than it was when we moved in. That window's blown, but that's a council problem. The garden is just a bomb site. That was a lovely garden. I had roses and things out there. And yeah, it just goes on and on and on. We've had to reinstall temporary CCTV because he's come back twice. We've had to fit an intruder alarm as well. It's just never been cleaned. That carpet has been rug doctored. It's not quite as bad as it looks. That one hasn't. But I went over that carpet 3 times with the rug doctor. And yes, we have got our own rug doctor. And the water was still coming out black. So yeah, it's just vile. So I've now got to start putting this place back together and getting it livable. I don't think it's as bad a job as it looks, but it's going to be a long one. We've got tenants that want to move in, so obviously we need to put some kind of urgency into it. Oh, I did get the most important piece of equipment installed straight away. So my DeLonghi coffee machines come with us. And biscuits. But yeah, just crack on. So the plans are, we've got to lift that floor. We've got to lift that floor to get the carpet up. Now this place had very early home automation and temperature control in. He has actually ripped all of them out, so I can't show you. I don't think there's any of them left. I'm just trying to see where they are. So this had thermostats in every room. There's the remains of one up there. And that fed back to the boiler. We also had sensors on the boiler flow and return up there. It's all been ripped out. There's the remains of the cable ties. So that managed the heating a bit more proactively than the crappy where's the thermostat? Oh, that's not good. So the thermostat's missing as well. That was originally still here. Okay, so I'm going to need to work out where the thermostat went. So the heating system now needs looking at as well. So the plan is where those floors are coming up, I'm going to run network cables in around the room, so that's all done. Everything comes into that corner anyway. Probably going to get some of the IKEA Tradfree stuff. So the home automation is part of that. It's self-contained. I don't want to put a home assistant system in here because we're going to leave this unfurnished. And if I put home assistant in here, I've got to maintain it. The Tradfree stuff just works. So, that's an easier option for us. That was a dimmer as well, so that's gone missing. But I'm a bit baffled by the complete lack of thermostat because we had to fight to get that window changed. Anyway, that's 10 minutes of me rabbiting on. I'm going to make a new subfloor and then we're going to make a new laminate floor to go on that. Those floorboards down there aren't great. They are sturdy and solid, but they're quite manky. He's cut them up to get them up and then put them up so that the joins aren't on joists. So I've moved everything back around the way it should be, and then we're going to deal with that. And then once indoors is done, we need to start on outdoors, which is going to be a whole new kettle of fish. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care.